This is my MOVA V70 Ultra, and the MOVA V70 Ultra is not trying to be something that it's not. Because the MOVA V70 Ultra gives you all of the features you would traditionally get inside of a flagship. It gives you 40,000 Pascal of suction. It gives you that AI SmartSight system with up to 300 object detection. It gives you a retractable LiDAR system that we traditionally find on units like the Dreame X60. But the biggest improvements inside of the MOVA V70 are going to be in places that you would not know about. So one of them will be on the drivetrain. When you look at the wheel system here, it doesn't look any different from what we see from other models, especially the new models like the Dreame X60. But this StepMaster 2.0 has a trick up its sleeve, because when you actually use it as a robot vacuum, the wheels will glide much better and it will be much smoother with better shock absorption and suspension. It is something that you wouldn't be able to tell just by looking at the hardware, but how the hardware is working together inside the unit has been improved. They also give you this very nice light bar, but do you necessarily need it? So our MOVA V70 Ultra is going to have the extendable side brush, and this is going to be a simple mechanical side brush here. It will feed into the turbo wave detangling DuoBrush. This is also a system that we see on other robot vacuums like the Dreame X60. So this is what MOVA is calling their MaxiReach X. So what we have here now is that if I insert a mop pad and I insert the other side here, not only is it going to be this is going to be extendable outward, that it can hit those corners that are going to be 90 degrees, as well as it can go further underneath your cabinets, areas that you might have been thinking, why can't it reach before? There's no excuses now. They also have a very beefy mopping system. You can see the thickness, and this is allowing the MOVA to apply more pressure even when it pushes out the side brush. Because if it just pushes out the side brush and there's not going to be abilities to apply pressure, it's just going to be kind of like, do you want these mop pads to be able to push down and twist, right? Because that's going to create tension and it's going to create friction. But if I just have a mop pad that's just like kind of gliding on the floor, it's more just like a Swiffer. It's not doing the actual mopping. The MOVA V70 Ultra has the ability to cross over thresholds up to 3.5 inches. And that's because it can pick itself up and then push itself forward. However, I do not recommend you use your MOVA V70 to go over thresholds like 3 inches daily. I wouldn't even recommend it to do it any time of the week. And that's because the areas here are potentially going to get damaged. The best things the MOVA V70 has done is just improve its decision-making capabilities so that when it decides a stain is worth its time and it needs to spend more time on it, it does a better job deciding. It used to be that every stain, your unit would think that it's a big stain regardless of how big or how intense the stain was. But now the MOVA does a better job, so it doesn't spend too much time on stains that it can't really handle or stains that are too big for it. So this is a week's worth of vacuum debris in my house. It's a mix of cat litter and hair and all the other things you might find on your floor. Let's test it with our MOVA V70.
And the 40,000 Pascal suction power on the MOVA V70 Ultra means that it's able to pick up everything off of this floor, and when you combine it with a 3x run, so it vacuums this area 3 times and empty its bin 3 times. And the Blacklight powder might look cool, but the important part is that you want to know if your robot vacuum is powerful enough to suck up all of that dust, that fine dust, as well as have enough space and suction power to pick up all of these larger particles like my cat litter. So the MOVA V70 is able to do that, and if you look at the test here, it actually does one of the best jobs we've seen on any robot vacuum for the spin pad mopping. It puts a lot of pressure down, and because it goes back to its station repeatedly to wash itself, you can actually fine-tune it to do a better mopping job. And the dirty little secret inside the robot vacuum space is that there is a huge difference between having a very good AI object detection system and having a good AI navigation system.
And if we're talking about the overall weaknesses of the MOVA V70 Ultra. The first one is that even though it comes with a retractable LiDAR, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be the thinnest. Units like the Roborock Aeros 20 and the Dreame X60 Ultra, they're going to be thinner than this because the unit itself is thinner. So those units are going to be about 3.13 inches, while your MOVA here, your MOVA V70, is going to be 3.52 inches. And that's a difference just about this much. Second weakness is that if you're looking at the overall build quality of your MOVA V70 Ultra, you notice that it's not going to be very different from what we're getting with our P70. And if you look at the overall build quality of the clean station itself, you also notice that it looks just like the clean stations that came before it. So let's take out the bin here. We're going to take out the EcoCycle dust collector. And it is quite full. It is very heavy. And I'll show you how much debris we actually collected. So I can take this out and you can see just how well it extracts everything from the unit itself. So it does a great job doing that, and it compresses it all. There's no dust residue, there's no dust flying everywhere, so that's very nice. And if you're looking inside the clean station, it is coming with those heating pads here. So that's going to directly heat the water as close as possible to the mop pads. The water here can heat up to 100 degrees Celsius or 200 degrees Fahrenheit, so boiling. The crazy part is that that was the industry's best. That was flagship level just last year. So now all of the models now coming out that are in that mid-tier and flagship level can heat up to about 100 degrees Celsius, so it's not a special feature anymore. If you're opening up the unit, the first thing you're going to notice on the clean station is that this plastic cover here is definitely not as nice and heavy as before, so that you don't see all of that sealing here. The biggest weakness for the MOVA V70 is that it is so physically similar to the MOVA P70. And I call the MOVA P70 one of the best buys for 2026, specifically because it's such a good value. It has the same structure as the flagship models, and it has basically the same features with that 100 degrees Celsius hot water washing, and it comes with the AI SmartSight, basically the same navigation system with the optical system that you get on the V70. So why am I recommending the MOVA V70 over the P70? It is because that if you can afford the V70, this is going to be more future-proof.
The question for you is, how much more are you willing to pay to get the flagship level of the V70 versus the P70 from MOVA?
The app experience between the V70 and the P70 will be slightly different though. So you open up the V70, the map is going to look familiar. So the V70 map looks like this versus the P70 map that looks like this. So very similar. However, once you start getting into how each of the features work, the V70 has a little bit more upgrades. So if you go into your customization, now you have your Clean Genius, you have your custom mode, and your customize. You're also going to have a slightly better UI here, so everything's been cleaned up between the vacuum mop and the mop after vac, how intense you want each section to be, and you can customize each session so you can design what each room or what happens inside of each room. The intelligent stain cleaning now on the V70 is much better than before. I do think this is the best iteration we've seen of it. And if you compare it to the P70, its menu is then going to look like this. It's going to look very similar, but without the buttons. And the P70 has the intelligent stain cleaning, but in actual use, it's just not as fast, it's not as useful. And it also has similar AI features because of the AI SmartSight, but it's not going to have the hardware attachments to them. So that's the big difference. We're seeing that in terms of the software, in terms of the app experience, very similar. But how those AI features are used, you're really coming down to just better hardware on the MOVA V70. And overall, the MOVA V70's mopping behavior is going to mirror what we get from many of the top flagship models. It's great on the edges as well as the corners, and then it works in orderly rows to clean the floor. If it detects any stain or type of debris that's too big for it or requires more power, it's going to go into some type of dirt cleanup mode and specifically target that stain. That's the whole point why you have the optical system built into these advanced flagship robot vacuums. The lasers all around it, the lasers here, as well as on the side, they actually make your robot react. And you can see how my finger crossed one of those lasers and our MOVA decided to stop immediately. So it's that sensitive because the lasers are kind of like a guiding force, and I can create my own cage just using my hand and my feet. So your MOVA is much smarter and reactive than before. It's that reaction time is what makes the MOVA V70 better than its predecessors. It's that all of this hardware changes where it starts looking more bionic, where it starts doing more of these advanced stain targeting the behaviors where it can spin around the stain and it can apply more pressure. It just gives it more versatility. It makes the unit more flexible so that it's a better job cleaning your home. The V70 Ultra is the boss level. This is a final boss. It can't go further than this because how much smarter can the SmartSight get? How much thinner, how much more can they do inside of this 13-inch body? At the same time, how much lower can they keep the price without having to add a lot more fancy design accents to the clean station or make it thinner or add interchangeable brushes inside? And that's the difference. MOVA is going for best value. They're basically trying to give us a Toyota Camry, and they're not trying to give us a Mercedes, and I'm okay with that. So with that, thanks for watching, everybody. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment box below, and please hit that like or subscribe button. It really does help support our channel. This is a very good robot vacuum in an era where all the robot vacuums are getting so good. So with that, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll catch you next time. Bye, bye, bye.